2, The Long Game, the 7th episode of Series 1, is written by Russell T Davies, starring Christopher Eccleston, Billy Piper and Bruno Langley. So Russell T Davies said that he set out to write this episode from Adam's perspective, originally watching the adventure unfolding from his point of view, exactly as Rose did in Rose, and seeing both the Doctor and Rose as enigmatic, frightening characters. He even gave this outline a working title, Adam. Another working title for the story was The Companion Who Couldn't, according to Davies. The conception of The Long Game was originally written in the early 1980s and submitted to the Doctor Who production office, according to Wikipedia. So yeah, the story, the Doctor, Rose and Adam lands in a spaceship above the Earth, Satellite 5, which is a nice looking place, like the cafe where the chef serves food like Kronk burgers. Blimey, Russell is so keen to make us hungry.
Kronk burger with cheese, Kronk burger with vagina.
As this scene makes me craving for burger or hot dog from those burger van. Poor Adam that he fainted when he looked at the Earth, as they have landed in the 200,000 years in the future. We also have Simon Pegg as the editor, and I think he's a great villain. Plus Simon grew up with the show and he really enjoyed playing the villain. I like the way he keeps flicking into different screens when was like, liar! Christine Adams as Kathika is actually a great journalist. It's so freaky when she clicks and her head opens when you see her brain, and when she goes 3, 2, 1 and spike, and the laser beam just goes inside her brain, which is a processor.
She becomes part of the software. Her brain is the computer.
As for those people sitting around, they connected with little chips in their heads, which they transmitted 600 channels. Blimey, I feel like the Doctor. I also liked Anna Maxwell Martin, who played Suki Cantrell, which turns out her name is Eva St. Julien. I thought she was great as well. Eva was the last member of the Freedom Foundation, militant anarchists, and was to prove that Satellite 5 has been manipulated when she goes by the name as Suki and pretended to be the journalist. Plus she seems like that she has a crush on the Doctor, the way she smiled at him before Kathika opens her head, and before when she went to the lift and calling the Doctor her lucky charm. Adam in this episode just feels sick and freaked out, so he takes Rose's phone and tried to phone his mum, but end up sending it to voicemail. He had his head done where he can open it and get himself spiked, which of course that leads the Doctor throwing him out of his TARDIS, sending him back home because he almost changed the history, which is why the Doctor destroyed the telephone.
Don't do what?
Stop it!
All right now, Doctor, that's enough. Stop it.
Thank you.
Oi! Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Apparently everyone thought floor 500 is the walls that's made of gold, but it turns out it wasn't. In the scene where Suki, or Eva, I'm just going to call her Suki, as that's what everyone calls her. But anyway, when Suki reaches out something on floor 500, there was a head of a corpse appeared on the screen while the music played as Suki looks around to see other corpses sitting around the table in a dark snowy room. That was really terrifying. I can imagine it would have spooked the children out. When I saw that at the age of 7, I was like, whoa. It reminded me of the guy froze to death in the Scrooge movie, the one with Bill Murray. That's really scary. We also have the mighty Jaguarfest, the scary creature on the ceiling, looking like something you'd see in horror movies and shows like Supernatural. I thought he was cool and scary looking thing. The creature is known as the mighty Jaguarfest of the Holy Hadrojasic Max Rodinfo, but editor called him Max for short, but he had to stay cool, which is why it was so hot in the other floors. Even Suki dies, there was part of her still alive when she allows Kathika to override the safety, and she decides to grab the editor by the ankle to stop him from escaping, which they both died after when the Jaguarfest exploded. Plus Plus the Doctor, Rose and Kathika survived, and obviously in the end when Adam is back home, his mum discovered the brain in his head thing when it opens and she freaks out. I wonder what his mum would be like after that moment of time. Plus I heard in another Doctor Who media that Adam wanted to get revenge on the Doctor for banishing him from the TARDIS. Also, Christopher Eccleston did a video for the quiz of that episode, and if we won, we get to visit the set of Doctor Who.
I'm Christopher Eccleston, and I hope you're paying close attention, because after each episode we'll be asking you something about the programme, and if you get the right answer, you could win a trip for two to the UK to visit the set of Doctor Who. Doctor Who will return in a moment.
Man, I wish I can go back and win that prize. So yeah, I really liked that episode. I like the villains, scary scenes, that's like a horror movie, and the interior of Satellite 5 with the cafe, and also Murray Gold's music with the tension building and also the jump scare thing. Tell me what you think of this episode by dropping it down on the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.